Welcome to One Chemistry. Always try to do your best. Now, let us see about 100 conversion in organic chemistry. We are seeing it as episodes. This is the episode number 113. If you didn't watch previous episodes, I encourage you to go and see. Here, we solve 5 problems step by step. Stay tuned. Let us see the question number 1. The starting metal is a linear chain attached with ONO. You are using the light. They ask you to find the product. The products are simply nitrate or NO attachment in the third position, NO attachment in the fourth position, or NO attachment in the fifth position. So there are the 4 possibilities. From the reactant ONO and the light, you might guess it's a naming reaction. The question is really about the position of NO. The answer is B. Let us see how. The starting metal you are having ONO, you are using light. So the reaction is technically called Barton reaction. It involves delta hydrogen transfer. The first step of the reaction is radical formation. So the light kick out NO, you have the radical there. So the radical is there. There is a possibility of delta hydrogen transfer because the delta hydrogen is available. So if you redraw nicely the 6-member transition state, you can draw it like benzene. So you can draw it. The hydrogen is near to the oxygen, so the hydrogen transfer occurs there. So the radical formed at delta. The radical switched from oxygen to delta position. So it's a kind of rearrangement there. Then the radical has to be quenched. So the NO attack back, you have the radical quenching, which is the answer B. Here you have to learn 2 important things. One is Barton reaction. It's a kind of rearrangement. NO go from first position to delta carbon. Second thing is the 6-member transition state. Here you have to imagine 6-member transition state. If you think linear, the reaction will be difficult. You have to always imagine 6-member transition state. Then the question number 2. The starting metal is diester, which is attached with 2 hydroxy group. You are using 2,2-dimethoxypropane. You are using the catalytic amount of PTSA. They given the 4 products suggest where the 2,2-dimethoxy group coupled there. So new OC bond is formed there. So how the ring is formed? Where near to the ketone, where attachment in the ester carbon or the carbonyl carbon or to the alpha carbon, there are the possibilities. So the reaction center and the role of reagent is important here, and definitely cyclization is occurred here. The answer is B. Let us see how. The answer is B. Let us see how. The starting material you are having methoxypropane. It contains 2 oxygen, which is the ester oxygen. You are using catalytic amount of PTSA. It is an acid. It protonates the oxygen there. So oxygen is protonated. It can be the good removing group as a methanol. The methanol group is removed from the oxygen donation. So oxygen gain the positive charge there. So lone pair assists the leaving of methanol. You have again the cation and oxygen. So it has to be quenched. So what really happens is the methyl group leaves. You have the ketone there. So the idea is simply 2,2-dimethoxypropane is the acetone equivalent. Instead of giving acetone, they are using the 2 reagents. One is 2,2-dimethoxypropane and PTSA. It's an acid. And the second step, you are having the ester alcohol with ketone. So what really happens is it protects the ketone there. Normally the alcohol is used to protect the ketone because of stable 6-member ring formation here. So acetone is protected by alcohol. That is the meaningful reaction here. So the answer is clearly B. Here you have to learn 2 important things. One is 2,2-dimethoxypropane is acetone equivalent. Second thing is ketone protected by diol group. That's why here you have 6-member ring formation. Then the question number 3. The starting metal you have cyclic conjugated ion. Then you are reacting with bisulfone, which is alkene attached with SO2pH. You are having the product as the fused one, which is the bridged carbon, SO2pH on endo position. Then you are using sodium amalgam, which remove the SO2pH. So you have finally dialkene there in the ring. Here they ask the role of bisulfone. whether bisulfone is dienophile or difluorophile, whether it is acetylene equivalent or ethylene equivalent, whether triple bond or double bond. So from the reactant and reagents, you might consider it is the equivalent of which alkene or alkane, normally the bibonded compound. So the role of sulfone is the real question here. The answer is A. Let us see how. The starting metal is diene, you have cyclic product. So definitely it is a dienophile. The bisulfone first step acts as a dienophile. So SO2 pH attached there, it's a 4+2 cycloaddition. Second thing, you are using sodium amalgam. Sodium amalgam have higher affinity for sulfur, so it removes the sulfur from the system. You have a alkene formation. So you are removing it by sodium amalgam. If you consider the same product by acetylene, so same product can be obtained by acetylene. So if you react with acetylene, you have final product as bialkene there. So what really the catch here is, so it is already a dienophile and acetone equivalent. Here you have to learn two important things. One is cycloaddition. Cycloaddition dienophile is important, which is the electron withdrawing group with alkene. Second thing is bisulfone. Bisulfone is equivalent to acetylene. Same product you can obtain by using the dienophile instead of acetylene. Then the question number 4, the starting metal is pyridine, you are using the peroxide, which is the acidic acid, the oxygenated one. Next step, you are using benzyl bromide and you are using sodium hydroxide. They ask you to find the product. The products are like where the substitutions really occur, whether the benzyl attached to the nitrogen, so you are losing aromaticity there. Second thing, you are having oxygenation at para position, again the benzyl attachment. The third thing is second position, the benzyl attachment. 4 is the benzaldehyde here. So the question is really about where is the reaction center, whether the benzyl bromide attack ring or nitrogen there. The answer is D. Let us see how. The starting metal, you are having nitrogen, you are using peroxide. So the oxidation in nitrogen occurs there, you have a NO formation. Next step, you are using benzyl bromide. Benzyl bromide always attack electron denser thing, so attack is happening on oxygen. So the attack happen, you have new OC bond formation. Second step, you are reacting with sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is the base one, it removes the proton. So anion is formed, it has to be quenched. Anion is quenched by breaking of NO bond. So you have aldehyde as well as pyridine there. So the answer is clearly D, which is aldehyde. Here you have to learn two important things. One is oxidized pyridine undergo the OC bond formation, not the ring attachment. Second thing is the product here is the pyridine, which is kind of reversed one. You get the product back as the benzaldehyde. Then the question number 5. The starting metal is conjugated diene attached with 4 deuterium there. Hydrogen replaced with deuterium. You are reacting with alkene, which is also having deuterium. You are heating it up, they ask you to find the product. The product is a ring closed one, 6-member ring with alkene, whether deuteriums are cis to each other or trans to each other or syn to each other. The trans means that deuterium is above the plane or below the plane. So the question is really about how the ring is closed. What is the stereochemistry of deuterium there? So from the question to products, you might guess the role of deuterium and the stereochemistry of deuterium is important here. The answer is D. Let us see how. The starting metal, you are having conjugated alkene and alkene, so it's a kind of diene and dienophile situation. So what really happens is 4+2 cycloaddition occurs. Here you have to know the fact that cycloaddition is the syn addition, so it occurs on the plane, as well as the configuration of dienophile is retained there. So both deuteriums are above the plane. Here, why deuteriums are above the plane? Because it is cis in the reaction center, so the product also it is the syn there or cis there. So the configuration of dienophile is retained there. Here deuterium is given for confusion. Even with hydrogen you will have the same results here. Here you have to learn only one important thing, which is cycloaddition is a syn addition. Always the configuration of dienophile is retained there. That's all from this episode. I hope it was easy. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestion, comment below. Stay tuned for next episode.